This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I have long talked about racism in the Republican Party, white supremacy in the Republican Party. I have stated unabashedly, unapologetically, and I will reassert it here, that the Republican Party is the largest organized white supremacy organization on the planet. I stand by that. It is Sunday for me, Sunday for you. I'm going to post this today. Yesterday, at a Trump rally, Congresswoman Mary Miller from Illinois, who is in a tight primary right now with a gentleman named Rodney Davis, who is also a sitting congressman. Two incumbents going head-to-head. Presumably because of congressional district realignment. Tuesday, if you live in the district, Tuesday is the primary in Illinois. Two Republicans. Well, yesterday at a Trump rally, she's the Trump-endorsed candidate. No shocker there. A moment took place where she said, "Thank you to Donald Trump for the historic victory for white life from the Supreme Court, from the recent overturning of Roe versus Wade, which gives a majority of the United States what they want, which is to outlaw abortion in their states. It doesn't outlaw abortion on its face, but it does allow states like Idaho, Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, Kentucky, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, a panoply of fascist states to outlaw abortion. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is what this is about, though. And this is really the agenda of Republicans, to protect white life. Now, her spokesman said, "Oh no, she meant the right to life, the right to life." And we'll talk about that after the clip.
President Trump, on behalf of all the MAGA patriots in America, I want to thank you for the historic victory for white life in the Supreme Court yesterday.
So first, let's break down the clip. On behalf of all MAGA patriots, all Make America Great Again patriots, I want to thank you for the historic victory for white life in the Supreme Court yesterday. Well, first of all, Illinois Nazis. You gotta hate Illinois Nazis.
Illinois Nazis. I hate Illinois Nazis.
But let's talk about MAGA Americans, MAGA patriots. MAGA, Make America Great Again. Make America Great Again. Meaning back to a time, they hearken back to a time when it was great. When was that? This question has been asked innumerable times. When was it great? Was it great when there was slavery? Was it great when there was Jim Crow? When? When do you talk about it being great? And then there are some people who presumably are listeners, are viewers of mine. Because I get it all the time, criticism. You talk about race too much. You talk about white supremacy too much. You're just ringing the bell. There's no there. It's a nothing burger, as they say. It's a coincidence that this happened with this woman. And that's where I'd push back. Because on January 5th, 2021, 2 days, a day before the insurrection, a day before the attempted overthrow by white supremacists, several white supremacists wearing their Camp Auschwitz shirts, stormed the United States Capitol in an attempt to overturn the United States' previous free and fair election just months before. This same woman, I'm going to play you another clip. The same woman who said, "Thank you, Donald Trump, for protecting white life," said Hitler was right. And then she goes on to explain what he's right about. The same woman who said, thank you for protecting white life, said Hitler was right about this. Watch this clip from January 5th, 2021.
But Bill Montgomery, who was instrumental in getting Turning Point USA
no masks,
started,
obviously.
said, Mary, we need you
global
because
pandemic.
you represent the family.
Hundreds of thousands
Each
have died in the
generation
U.S.
has the responsibility
DC hospitals, Virginia, Maryland are all at almost capacity. Why wear a mask, right? Why wear a mask?
If we win a few elections, we're still going to be losing unless we win the hearts and minds of our children. This is the battle. Hitler was right on one thing. He said, whoever has the youth has the future. Our children are being...
This woman just said Hitler was right on one thing. They're saying the quiet part out loud.
With what is true.
So MAGA lady, Make America Great Again lady, protecting white life lady, said each generation, if you couldn't hear it because this was just an activist roaming around taking video and you hear the audio in the background. Mary Miller said, each generation has the responsibility to teach and train the next generation. You know, if we win a few elections, we're still going to be losing unless we win the hearts and minds of our children. This is the battle, she said. Hitler was right on one thing. He said, whoever has the youth has the future. You know, when you're going through the annals of history and you're thinking to yourself, from whom am I going to cherry pick lessons? Hitler's not my first choice. Hitler, I don't believe, is your first choice on who to emulate in any way whatsoever. There's plenty of people out there on both sides of the political aisle who understand political education and civics education. Why is her first person she talks about the day before the insurrection, white life lady, why is the first person she brings up in a speech in public on the lawn of the United States Capitol Hitler? That's her go-to. Adolf Hitler. Mary Miller, candidate for federal elected office in the state of Illinois, against Rodney Davis, if you happen to live in her district. The white lives lady who invokes the name of Hitler as being right about stuff is Trump-endorsed. So tell me again, dumbasses. Tell me again, MAGA trolls. Bull, you're just stirring up trouble. Donald Trump not a racist. He not a white supremacist. Come on. Come on. What do you think about this? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. I'd love to hear from you if you're in her district. You can also email me daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. I'm not on Dollemore. I am Dollemore. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, at Dollemore on Instagram, and at Dollemore on TikTok. I'm trying to think of the three that I always talk about. And if you appreciate what I do, if I provide a service to you that you think is valuable, please consider supporting my work right here on this platform, right here on YouTube. You can click the join button below, become a channel member. You donate $1.99 a month, and then YouTube and I split the proceeds. That's actually ridiculously how it works, although they provide the platform, and it's just kind of the way of the world. So if you do appreciate what I do, become a channel member, click the button, look into that. It's pennies a day, $1.99 a month, or you can go over to patreon.com /I Doubt It podcast and become a patron there on Patreon. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Don't think that these things are coincidence. They are not. She just fumbled her words and said white lives, while having previously invoked Adolf Hitler about the things he's right about. Come on. It's not how things work. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. take care of one another.